Once you have a video up on YouTube, using annotations, cards, and overlays, you can add clickable links to your video. So in this video, I'm going to explain how to use annotations, cards, and overlays for your YouTube videos for marketing purposes. Let's get started.
Welcome back. We're looking at annotations, YouTube cards, and overlays on YouTube videos. And of course, the materials are in the YouTube description below. And if I'm really motivated, I'll put an annotation on these videos as well. So let's talk about what annotations are. Annotations and cards, which are somewhat related, they're somewhat similar. And let's sort of look at that. So for instance, I have some videos here. So essentially what an annotation or card, what those things are, is they allow you as the video creator to put some text on top of your videos and to make a clickable link. So in a video, for instance, you can say, enjoy this video, click here to download the materials, or click here to sign up for my mailing list, or click here to subscribe to my channel. So it allows you as the video creator to put some content in your video that makes those videos interactive. And with cards, you can even create surveys and polls. You can do a lot of really cool things in cards if you so desire. So just simple. Let's sort of create an example of it. So I have an example here for annotations. So I'm going to click over to my video on SEO tips and tools, and let's look at some annotations. And then we'll also look at some cards as well.
Generate a really nifty blog post.
So let's just get to the beginning here. So let me just go back to the beginning.
Welcome to our free webinar here on the top 10.
Okay, and let's just stop for a second and let me highlight some things. We're going to look at this in a second, but that right there is your call to action overlay. So we're not talking about that yet, but we will.
And to-dos and tips and tools on search engine optimization.
Okay, and that right there is an annotation. And if you'll notice, it just sort of appears out of nowhere in the video, and you can click on that, and that will go to the materials, in this case for our webinar on the top 10 free tools and tips for search engine optimization. So that annotation allows you as the video creator to put something in that video. And I believe way at the end, if I think I'm correct, I think at the very end of this, whoops, let me get out of that. At the very end of this, it has stop. Okay, let me get the video to stop there. See, it says click to subscribe to our channel. And if you click on that, that's going to create a pop-up that says, hey, subscribe to our channel.
I'm director.
So those annotations allow you to put that message in. So that's an example of an annotation and what you kind of know what you want before you create it. Okay. Now, let's talk about cards as well while we're doing this, and then I'll show you where they're set up. So an example of cards, let's click here and let's look at an example of cards.
In this video, I'm going to go over how to use LinkedIn for...
So here, see how that showed click for video materials, and that showed up at the top there. So cards are kind of neat because they kind of pop out of nowhere, and they're only in that top right-hand corner. And then you could reference them in your video. And notice if you click on the information here, it's going to browse, it's going to pull up the cards. So in this video, I have two cards. I have a link to the materials for the video I just created on LinkedIn, and I have a link to my book on social media. So both of those are clickable, so the user can go from that video and then they can learn more about the book and obviously buy the book and all that great stuff. So cards are similar annotations. They're just a little snazzier because you can put images in them, although you don't get much control over where they show up on that screen of the video. And in both of these cases, remember, you can reference them while you're in the video. You can say, you can point with your hand at the top left-hand corner of the screen, so to speak, and you can say, click here to get my free ebook or something like that. Okay, so now we kind of know what annotations are and what cards are, and now as marketers, we need to figure out what do we want to do and what's our process. So the reason we want them is it allows us to move people from a YouTube video into our sales funnel, such as join our mailing list or download our ebook, or click here if you want to ask a questions or have a free consultation. So they're neat because they make the videos a little bit more interactive. So your steps are to create and upload your YouTube video. That's your first step. You're going to brainstorm. That's your second step. Like what do we want people to click to? We're going to obviously log into our YouTube account, and we're going to go to Creator Studio, Video Manager, find your video, edit. I'm going to show you that in a second. We're going to follow the instructions, and then we're going to watch the video and make sure it works. Okay, so I'm going to drag over my YouTube account. Oh, and as you're doing this, I have a link here as well. You need to make sure that your website is associated with your YouTube channel. And so the best way to do this is in your login that controls your YouTube channel. Make sure that you have that on Webmaster Tools, and also make sure that it's the AdWords account. And in that way, your YouTube account, your AdWords account, your Webmaster Tools account, they're all correctly connected to each other. And that allows you to make these clickable links. So that sort of goes without saying that you need to verify ownership of the website and how that relates to YouTube. Okay, so now I'm going to drag over here. I'm going to drag over my YouTube stuff. And let's kind of walk through this. Okay, so you're going to log into YouTube. And then at the top left, so over here on the top left, you're going to click on your picture, your icon, and you're going to click to Creator Studio. And then you're going to go to Video Manager. So you log in, click on your icon, Creator Studio, Video Manager, right? It wouldn't be easy if it was a Google product. Then you're going to go into a video. Okay, so let's go into a video where I've already created them. So let's go down to this video, and I'm just going to click Edit. And then now you're in your sort of video management area. So let me see if I can make this a little bit bigger here. This is Internet Explorer, so it's a little bit clunky. Oh, that's way too big. Let's go back to zoom 150%. Okay, so you're in your channel here, and you're in Video Manager, okay? And then here on the top, you'll see Annotations and Cards. Let me see if I can get that to not be yellow. Why is it deciding to be yellow? Okay, so you're here, Annotations and Cards. So let's look at Annotations first. So you're in Video Manager. You're going to click on your Annotations tab there. Okay, and then it's going to start playing your video.
Search Console
So I'm just going to go back to the beginning of this video. Okay.
Welcome to our free webinar here on the top 10 to-dos and tips and tools on search engine optimization. So this is kind of a good introductory session.
Okay, so then here, click on Add Annotations, and those are your options. And then once an annotation is running, you can edit it. So you can see here, it's a little bit kind of getting truncated. So I'm going to pull that a little bit bigger. So you put your text in here, you know, get my free workbook, or click here to sign up for my mailing list or whatever. And then at the bottom here, you can click on your link. So again, over here, you've got your note, like what do you want to say? And then you have your link. That's to your website. And you'll see here, it has associated website. So you can either have an associated website, or you can click to subscribe our channel, etc. So you're going to associate in general your domain with your YouTube channel, and that allows you to create that clickable link. Then as you're creating that annotation, it appears down here. You can see here on the right, this is the start time, this is the stop time of that annotation. And you can also see it's down here, and if you click into it, you can expand or contract that. So you can move it around, you can drag it around, you can do all sorts of stuff here. You can move it bigger or smaller, or you can click over here up and down. So again, you're going to log in, Annotations. You're going to add your annotations. You can play with how they look. You know, you can make them different text and different fonts. You can move them around the screen. There's some, things that you can do. You can then put it anywhere in your video, wherever you want. You can have multiple annotations over time. You're going to click what you want. Now at the end of this video, let's go way to the end here. And you can see here I have clicked to subscribe to our channel. And if you click on edit here, you'll see that I have subscribe, and then it says, put in your channel. So that's how you put that in as subscribe. So that's your annotation. All right, now let's look at cards. Okay, so I'm going to go back to Creator Studio, and then I'm going to go to Video Manager, and then I'm going to find the video I put cards on. I have to remember which one I put it on. I think it's here. Is it the, yes, this one. Click Edit. I actually haven't done that many cards yet, so I'm sort of learning myself. So click on cards. Cards are relatively new, maybe a year old. And then it's not dissimilar.
In this video, I'm going to go over how to use
you create the card. The thing that's weird about creating a card is you click Add a Card, and then you sort of decide what you're going to do, right? You can promote your channel, whatever. And then you're going to click Edit Card, and cards have these three elements. That's sort of what's visible, the call to action. The teaser text, that's what pops out when they first turn on. And if you'll see here, this means this one first turns on at 3 seconds, and this one is at the end 15:29. And let's just pop over and let's look at that video so you see what that is. So I'm going to go over here to this video that I showed you with cards, right? Okay, and let's sort of start this video here.
In this video, I'm going to go over how to use LinkedIn for sort of your post.
So see that's what's showing here. That's the teaser text, and then if you click, that's the name of the card, and then that's sort of the call for action. So in the image, you can put, like I put our logo there as the image, or in the book's case, I have the book image as well. So that shows you if there's more than one card, if they click on the information icon, they'll see all of those cards. Then over here, when you're creating it in YouTube, is again, you have your image, you have your card title, you have your call to action, and that teaser text, and then where they appear, that's set here, and you see it 3 seconds. And again, you know, Google being Google, it's inconsistent. You can't adjust the time over here. You just have to drag it to where you want it to appear over here. So you can move that around and say, I want that to appear at 8 seconds or 3 seconds or 0 seconds or something like that. And then you're going to hit save and you're done. So that's cards. All right, so let's go back here to what we're looking at. Okay, so we've learned what annotations are. We've learned where they live inside of the Video Manager, and we've also learned what cards are, and we've learned where they live in Video Manager, and we've also realized we need to associate our YouTube channel with our website so that we can make them clickable in 98% of our situations. We want someone to click from YouTube and go into our website, sign up for our mailing list, etc. Okay, now let's talk about what call to action overlays are and why we like call to action overlays. So if you turn on cards, it turns off overlays, and I guess sort of vice versa, but if you turn on cards, you can't have call to action overlays. Now, to see an example of call to action overlays, let's just go back over here and load this up and stop. That's your call to action overlay, and it's kind of a little slidey thing. The user can slide it out of the way, or they can click on it. That's what that is, and that shows kind of at the first 5 seconds of a video, and I think it's kind of always there unless they slide it out of the way. So they can X out of it and it'll go away. So it's a clickable ad that shows on the video, and it's kind of nice because it's there. It also is nice if you're monetizing your videos, then it will preclude someone from advertising on a text ad right on top of your video. So it's nice in that fashion if you've turned on monetization. Okay, so how do you create call to action overlays? It's a little bit bizarre because what you have to do here is you have to turn on AdWords to turn this function on. You don't actually have to advertise. You just have to set like a minimal budget, like $1, to turn it on. Once it's turned on, you can actually turn off the ad, and the call to action overlay will still live on the video, and it shows on the video all the time, and you don't pay per click on these anyway, so they're a good feature to turn on. So I often just turn them on and then turn off the ads, or have a super minimal budget on my ads for them. Okay, so how do you do that? Let's go over to our YouTube. So what I recommend you do is log into your YouTube on one tab, and then log into AdWords on another tab, okay? So now I'm in my AdWords account here. And again, these are both linked. They're in the same account. So this email address controls both AdWords and my YouTube accounts. And let's say I want to add a call to action overlay. So I'm going to go into the Creator Studio. And then I'm going to click on Video Manager. And then I'm going to find a YouTube that I want to add one. So let's just add one here to hashtags for Twitter. Okay, so real simple. So if you'll notice how down here there is no call to action overlay. Okay, so what I'm going to do then is I need to get this video. The easiest way to do it is get the video ID, right? Get the video link and then open it. So I often open up a couple browsers just so I can kind of get my bearings here. And I'm going to go over to my YouTube channel in my other browser so I'm not logged in. And I'm just going to find that video. Okay, and so here's the video, and I'm going to copy.
What's a hashtag?
I'm going to turn myself off there. Okay, then I'm going to pop back over into my AdWords, okay, and I have two promos here. So this is in social media, so in the group social media, because it's a video about social media. I'm going to create it here. So I'm going to log into my AdWords. I'm going to click on my group where I have some videos. I'm going to click Create an Ad. Okay, then I'm going to paste in the URL I just copied over, and it's going to find the video I'm going to turn on. And then you have to write an ad for it. And this is an ad about, this is a video about Twitter, advertise Twitter hashtags. So I'm just going to put learn how hashtags work on Twitter. And then I'm going to put new book, social media, marketing, whatever. I'm not going to spend a lot of time here because I'm really not paying for this ad. I'm not going to do much with it. And then I'm going to put video plus worksheets and materials or something. It doesn't really matter, okay? Because I'm not really going to do much here. Worksheets and materials. I mean, it's worth doing a college try, do the best you can. I'm going to make it go to the video's watch page, right? And then I'm going to give it a name kind of corresponding to the video that I just created. So I like to just go over here and just call it the same thing as the video that it's promoting. So I'm going to copy that, and then I'm going to paste that here, and I'm going to hit Save Ad. Okay, so you'll see how the ad is now there, okay? Now, if you really want to go for the college gusto, click on Video Targeting, right? And then on Video Targeting, then you're going to click, why is that going to Video Targeting? Then I'm going to click Keywords, and I'm going to add some keywords in here. I'm going to add some keywords for this video. And this is the video targeting of the group. So I could add in here. So these are social media targeted, but you could create a specific group and target the keywords to Twitter marketing, something like that. Don't really have to at this point. Okay, now I'm going to turn that ad on. So see, the ad is turned on. It's under review. Okay, so the ad is on. Now here's what's nifty. You can go back over here to YouTube, and if the force is with you, hit Control-R as refresh it, and then see how that appeared, the call to action overlay. See, so once I create the ad, it creates the call to action overlay on the video. So I've created the ad, and then I'm going to go into my call to action overlay and see this little tiny URL there. I'm going to grab that for a second because that's my materials, and that's what I'm going to make my overlay go to. So I'm going to copy that so I get my nice URL that I want, and then I'm going to go back over here, and then I'm going to go call to action overlay, and I'm just going to put in here free Twitter materials, right? And then I'm going to copy that URL over here and just make it short and sweet like that, and then I'm going to put my real destination URL in there. So in your call to action overlay, you're going to put your headline, like what they're going to see. If you want, you can load an image. I don't particularly think it's that important to do that. So this is sort of like, what do you get by clicking? That's what the idea is here. And then this is your display URL. That's what they're going to see. I'm going to take out that so it makes it correct. And then this is the actual URL where they're going to go. And these also show on mobile. That's another reason why they're better than the cards, because cards don't show on mobile. I'm going to hit Save Changes, and it's saved. So again, what are your steps? Find your video, go to AdWords, create an ad, turn the ad on, go back to Video Manager, refresh Video Manager, go over to the Call to Actions Overlay tab, which is now enabled, write a headline, which is what's the freebie that you get, Your display URL is what they see, and your destination URL is where they go when they click. You're going to turn that on. Then if you want to be super sneaky, then go back over here and then pause the ad that you just created. So you don't really have to pay anything to do this. You just have to pretend like you're going to pay. Shh, don't tell anybody. Okay, so now let's go back over here to this video and let's do Control-R as in refresh.
What's a hashtag?
See how that shows there? And then you can click right from that and it's going to go to the material. So I've added an overlay to this video that is there for the user to see. And that's really good because if they're watching the video and they don't see the description, they're just watching the video like it's embedded or something, it's going to show there as well. All right, so let's wrap up what we have learned. So we're working on our YouTube marketing here, and we've learned that we can add clickable links in a text format to our videos. Those are called either annotations or cards, and we're going to do that inside of Video Manager. We're going to cross-connect our website to our YouTube channel, so we're able to make those nice clickable links. We can also add subscribe buttons. Cards are a little different than annotations because they allow the images to show, which is neat if you want those. Call to action overlays are a little funky. What's nice about them is they show on the phone as well as on the desktop, whereas cards only show on the desktop. So they're a little different. Call to action overlays technically are a form of advertising, but there's a little trick. You can turn them on and then pause the ad and they'll still continue to show. So they're pretty neat. I actually do recommend advertising your videos on YouTube. It's a very effective type of advertising. If you do advertise on YouTube, just be sure when you're creating your video targets for the keywords, put quotes or brackets. Don't ever just put words in there. Put quote, organic food quote, or bracket organic food bracket. Don't just put organic food, or they'll run your ad on a lot of junk. So that, my friends, is how to create annotations, YouTube cards, and overlays on YouTube videos. Please subscribe to the channel. In my copious spare time, I'm going to go back in and I'll add an annotation so it'll be super easy to subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching.